Hey, g'day everyone, it's Mike from Finding Fish. Welcome to Cuba. Welcome to Havana. Yes, I am back into this city. I'm back in Havana. Basically, I know a lot of people will ask, why did you actually have to go home? Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. I do have a wife and kids. They want to see me once in a while. And the biggest reason is obviously it's going to be sending things to the internet from here at a country that struggles with power constantly. Sending any large file sizes over the internet into outer space and then to a company, it's hard. My file sizes for what I do and the platforms I go to, sometimes they're very big and it takes a long time, or it just doesn't even process. It's easier for me, folks, just to get on a plane, go home for a couple weeks and come back. Now I am in the city center of Havana. I'm staying once again in the Central Park area. Hotel Plaza, like I said before, that will be my headquarters. I know the area quite well and I'm happy to be in this area. We've had a lot of blackouts since I've stayed here. The hotel does have a generator. When you lose power here in this city, A, it's dark, and B, it's very hot. As you can see behind me, you know, life continues on here in Havana. I know with everything that goes on in the news, we all think that there's no fuel, but somehow cars, motorbikes, taxis, and buses still continue in this country, which is really hard for even me to understand how it keeps going. Now, for those that keep asking me, how did I get here? I decided to come from Toronto. I went to Panama, and then I went from Panama to Havana, okay? That's how I did it. I booked all my flights online. I'm happy with that now. I've done it twice. It's a longer route. Yes, absolutely. It's not for everyone. Absolutely. I'm not suggesting you do it. That's what I'm doing. You can do the Miami route, you can do Mexico, or you can do Bahama route. This is the one I'm happy with doing, and I understand the route now. I've made a few videos of it. I've highlighted it on my Facebook pages, and so I'm gonna continue to do this route until I get exhausted and I'll pick another route. Now, taking the Panama route means sometimes I get into Havana extremely late. I believe I landed about 3:30 in the morning, and they drove me right to my hotel. This is the second time I've done it. Totally confident. Now, check in last night at 3:17. They were waiting for me. Because there's very limited tourism here, like I think their booking rate is way down even compared to 2 weeks when I was here. Anyway, I went straight to my room, went straight to bed, woke up super early and had a great breakfast. One thing I have to say about this hotel, Hotel Plaza, the food quality at this hotel has been extremely good. And I'm not saying that just to say it, I'm saying it because it's true. Breakfast is very small now. It's not done on the roof, obviously, because I think it's too hot and there's just not enough people to do a buffet. I only paid $57 per night for this stay. It includes breakfast. Now, I did meet up with a friend of mine, Argelio. I've known him for years. He came over, picked me up. He had a scooter and we adventured through the whole city. This is a massive city. Like, it's mind-boggling how big it is, how many boroughs there are. Like, it goes forever in every direction. And listen, you're gonna go through, he took me through areas that are very depressed, unmanaged, unlooked after, and really struggling. And obviously, your heart goes out to these people. Like I said, this country is really, really struggling right now. And with tourism being down so much, like, I think things are slowly getting even worse. Anyway, he took me over to his house. I checked his place out, and then we just spent the afternoon together hanging out and adventuring the city. Went down the Malecon, and then we actually ended up going to the Hotel Nacional. We had a few beers there, we had a couple of cigars, and we had a great afternoon. Now, if you do have time to come to this hotel, you don't have to stay here. You can come, have food, have drinks, wander around. It's absolutely free. Obviously, drinks and food are gonna cost you money, but they love it when tourists come, and it's beautiful. Now, when it comes to currency, listen, if you're going out for dinner, if you're gonna go find some drinks, CUP is always gonna be your best bet. I go find the bank, or you can get money off the streets. I typically just go to a bank. Right now I'm getting 400 to 1 for Canadian dollars. US goes from anywhere from $5.50 to $6.50 on any given day. It's always best to do some math and figure it out on your own, but I just like to change Canadian. It works out for me. Now, roaming the city streets today, it's kind of quiet. And then you come across a street like this. And I know my hotel's that way, but it's spectacular. I can see the Capitol all the way up there. It's probably gonna be hard for me to film, but the architecture in this city, it's mind-blowing. Now, today I'm on the search for areas that I haven't been to before. Now, I'm always trying to break up from the areas that I know really well, and I try to adventure into new areas that I haven't never even thought about going to before. Because this city is so big, so complex, it goes from extreme poverty, and then on the next corner, the next block, you're gonna notice construction going on and refurbishment happening. And I believe that is gonna continue. Now, money does keep pouring into this city. Obviously, people maybe from the United States, they have family here, and investment still continues on here. It's really hard to believe, but it's true. But are there pockets of absolute extreme poverty? Absolutely. But are there Cubans with money? Absolutely. Now, this isn't a very long video. Now, the reason I'm actually in this square, for a few reasons. I'm actually looking to go get a haircut. I'm looking for some transportation. I want to actually figure out how to catch the bus to the airport for when I leave. And I also want to figure out how to take a shared transfer from here to Varadero. I believe for 30 euros I can take the bus. I've heard it does take quite a bit of time to get there because you actually have to drop off and pick up people at all the hotels, and then it's going to be a good couple-hour drive to get there and then obviously drop people off. But for 30 euros, I'm going to check it out and to see if it works out for me. Now, this isn't a very long video. That is it for me in Havana. I just really wanted to come and check it out just to see if it was still safe, and I just wanted to check out the sights and sounds. Listen, Havana isn't for everybody, okay? When there's power disruptions, when there's power issues, going out at nighttime probably isn't the best thing to do right now, and Havana right now is absolutely struggling. There is a lot to see here. There are amazing shops. There are fun things to look for. There's beautiful architecture, but you kind of have to know what you're doing or get yourself a little bit of a guide if you've not been here before. Anyway, I just want to thank all my patrons that help and support me. Thank you very much. And I want to thank all my subscribers. Thank you very much. I'm thinking about doing a new mini-series starting in September. It's called Don't Give Up on Cuba. Watch out for that. Yes, I am still in Cuba doing this small little mini-series. Cousin Eddie's probably going to join me. Jenny's obviously going to join me. And guess what? That's it for me. I'm heading to the beach. See you in Varadero.